In early July, faith-based groups of Vieux Fort, led by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, marched through the streets of the town in condemnation of the upsurge in violent crime in the community. The Royal Saint Lucia Police Force endorsed anti-crime march sought divine intervention to curb gun violence gripping the urban south. Now the SDA Church, with the endorsement of the Ministry of Equity, is following up prayer with action by recruiting the services of a crime reduction specialist. A formal ceremony was held at the VIP lounge at the Uranora International Airport on Wednesday night, at which Canada-based Neals Chitan was officially introduced to a wide cross-section of societal groups. He has since rolled up his sleeves and getting down to work, first up with a meeting at the NSDC South on Thursday. Chitan is a stickler for remedial action.
Fighting crime and violence, no matter where it is, what part of the world, it has to be a multi-pronged approach. Right, because of course, starting from the E in enforcement, you see what happens there. Is the same guy that's enforced that will be probably in jail if that's what the court thinks, and he's in jail. Then he needs, of course, are we bringing him back on the street the same way he went in? Are we going to address the issues that may have caused him to be where he is today? And that, of course, is rehabilitation.
Promoting his Stop and Think program, Chitan believes violent crime is driven by a malice of forethought predicated on retribution and reprisal.
Crime is about decision making. You know, you hurt me, you cuss my mom or whatever it is. It's my decision what I'm going to do, how I'm going to respond. And there's no doubt that a lot of what we see in the Caribbean and North America, wherever it is, it's revenge driven. Right? Someone hurt me, and you know what? I'm going to think and come back on it. What we are suggesting, we are uncovering or showcasing in the Caribbean. And by the way, this is the Project Stop and Think. It's a Canadian approach. And but I'm the owner, the copyright of it. So as a Caribbean man, I want to make it relevant to the Caribbean.
But the specialist concedes that exercising temperance is easier said than done, and sociopathic tendencies are not only manifested in violent acts. Hence, the need for a regimen that will effect a change in behavior, mindset, and culture over a period of time.
I say it over and over, stop and think before you proceed. You know, and someone does something to you, if you understand it, what are you thinking about? You are thinking about the consequences. By the way, we're talking about crime here, and most of the time we talk about crime, we tend to be talking about community crime, gun violence and homicides and what have you. But let me ask you a question: what about blue collar and white collar crimes? What about crimes in the boardrooms where billions of dollars are embezzled and people got to pay? You know, had to face the consequences. Stop and think is also good at every single level. Annual. This would take you through it step by step.
The program comes with an accompanying manual, which backers are pitching as required reading. Chitan will conduct training and a series of programs in Bruceville Vieux Fort and at the Border Lake Correctional Facility. Another press conference was held on Friday at the Eucharist Lewis SDA Primary School at Sunny Acres, as the expert continues his swing throughout the island in aiding the anti-crime campaign.